Today's video is going to be a self-care challenge, and the reason I chose to do this video this summer was it was one of the hardest summers that I've ever gone through. A lot of the photos that you're going to see I'm crying in, and most of them were taken in a hospital as well. And I wasn't in the hospital, but it was someone very close to me that was in the hospital, and they did pass away this summer as well, so it was incredibly hard for me to go through, and I needed to figure out how to love myself and just how to be happy again. And this challenge really helped with that. So let's go ahead and get started. So the other day I came across a pin, and it was this pin right here, and it gave me a great idea for this video. So today we're going to be doing a 30-day self-care kind of challenge based on this pin right here. And basically I'm just going to be following every single day's activity, doing it, and by the end of the 30 days I'm expecting to have some kind of change happen. I don't know what kind of change. Maybe I'll love myself more, or maybe it'll just overall just be different, but I don't know. I'm expecting something to happen, so we'll see what's going to happen. So today is day 1, and we are going to look in a mirror and tell ourselves that we love ourselves 3 times. So let's go to the mirror. About to go to bed, but then I realized I still have the self-care challenge for today to do. So I do have a mirror right in front of me, right here. So I'm going to set it there. I'm going to look at myself in the mirror. This is so weird. And I'm going to say I love myself 3 times because that's today's challenge, which is, I've done this before. It's called mirror work, but it's super odd and it just makes you want to laugh every time. But like, you have to try and be serious and mean it. So I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. So today is day 2, and we're going to do a workout. So I'm going to put you on time lapse, and let's get into it because I got the hiccups. Going on a 15-minute walk or more. Just 15 minutes is the minimum kind of thing. So that's what we're going to do for day 3. So today is day 4, I believe, and it is a bubble bath. So let's prepare for that. Very aesthetic kind of way. Okay, so today for the self-care challenge, it's an excessive or face mask, skincare, you know, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and collect the items and do a bit of skincare. Let's go. Today's challenge was to hang out with a friend, and so that's exactly what I did. Okay, so today's prompt was to go to a beach or a park, and I didn't really have time to go to a beach or a park, but this morning I did run hills with some friends, and we also ran around a pond as well, which we did a mile of, and then we did 3 miles on hills, which was kind of difficult. We did take 3-minute breaks in between each mile to drink water because it's just really important to stay hydrated when it's this hot outside. It was super hot today. Anyways, after we did that, we did a nice little core ab workout on top of one of the hills so we could look at the golf course and all of its amazingness over like the expanse I don't really know how to describe it, but if you ever done a workout or just stood on top of a really large hill or mountain or whatever and looked out on a bunch of like expanse, it's just something about it is quite amazing. So that's what we did today. That was kind of like a little self-care thing, and I know running is not everybody's thing, and some people would think that would be like a punishment, but it's actually something that really makes me happy. So that was my self-care thing today. Today's challenge was to get 10 hours of sleep, but I did get 30 minutes more than this says because I went back to bed, but yeah. Today's prompt was to go and tan, so that's exactly what I did. I went outside and did like a little bit of a tan. Today's challenge was to draw or paint something, but I much prefer digital art, so that's exactly what I did on Canva. Just made a little piece of artwork for my room. Today's challenge, say you're beautiful into a mirror 3 times. Again, I've got a mirror right here, so I'm looking at the mirror. I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. There we go, that's today's challenge. So today's challenge was to go to the pool, but I hurt my knee. I actually strained it, and the last time I was in the pool, it made it worse. So I'm not doing that because cross-country season is among us, and I'm already out for weeks, and not to be able to run, it sucks. Like, I'm used to running 4 miles a day, and now I can't even walk 1. Like, wow, that's crazy. But anyways, off my rant. Can't swim, so I worked out at the gym instead. I worked out? Yeah. That doesn't sound right, but I think so. Anyways, and you might think, well, if you can't swim, why are you working out? I worked my arms and my abdomen. I didn't work any of my legs and then I took a very hot, steaming, nice bath to kind of be the water. So I got the workout and the water both just without swimming because I can't swim because I hurt my knee and I don't want to hurt it anymore because I'm supposed to be able to go back to running on Monday and I don't want to risk injuring it further. So yes, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So some of the days might be not exactly what they say they are, but I'm going to try and stick to them as closely as I possibly can. If I can't, I'm sorry, but I think the whole point of this self-care challenge is not to beat ourselves up for taking care of ourselves, but to take care of ourselves. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. Today's prompt was buy some things for your wardrobe, and I bought these 2 items off of Amazon. Today's prompt is to go for a run, and I'm running with a knee brace on because this is after injuring my knee. So, yeah. So today's prompt was to do an exercise that you enjoy. So I went on a walk with my mom, and then I also did a mostly ab workout with some legs and arms thrown in just for extra strength, you know. So today's prompt is to start a journal, and I listed some of the goals that I have for the new school year. And then today's prompt is to take a bubble bath. So today's self-care challenge was to hang out with your friends, and I did do this. Actually, I'm filming this a day after because I forgot to film it that day. But anyways, I did hang out with my friends yesterday. I actually went for a very long run, a 5-mile run with my best friend. It was so fun. We had a ton of fun, and then we also played this game night at the church. So everybody brought games, and it was so fun. So yeah, that was kind of what we did that day for the self-care challenge. So I actually hung out with 2 different groups of friends. So it was really fun, and I'm going to go ahead and get on into today's challenge. Today's challenge is to do some skincare, so that's exactly what I did, was some skincare. Today's challenge is to do your nails, so I attempted to do a French tip, but I'm not that patient, so it didn't turn out great, but I like them, so I think they're cute. Okay, so today's challenge was to buy some things because you want them, not because you need them. So at Ross, I bought some white bike shorts because I wanted them. I also bought a basic black t-shirt. So today's self-care challenge was to go for a run, and that's what we did. We did half a mile with sprints built in. So we did our first half a mile and then a sprint, and then we did our second half a mile, a sprint, and then we did another half a mile and then a sprint, and then we took a break, and then we did the same thing, only we did a half a mile, a sprint, a half a mile, a sprint, a half a mile, and a sprint, and then a break. And then we did some other like little jogging activities as well. So but anyways, that was today's challenge, and that's what I did. It was a lot of fun, a lot of laughing, I did a lot better than I thought I was going to do, so that's good. I'm not really great at sprinting, but I love long distance, but anyways, that was today's challenge. That's what I did. I will see you in the next little clip. Bye. Today's self-care challenge is to look yourself in a mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself 3 times. And I do indeed have a mirror right here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm just going to look in the mirror and say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And today's challenge was to sing a song at the top of your lungs. And I actually did this in a car. And we sang a couple of songs to the top of our lungs. So I might not have a voice tomorrow, but that's okay. I want to address something really quickly, is that yes, I'm filming a lot of these together, but it's because some days I didn't have time to film them, or I wasn't able to film them, but I did do all the quotes and prompts and stuff. So I did them, I just didn't have time to like film it and show it on camera. So the prompt for the day that I'm filming this for was to do skincare with a friend, and I actually do this all the time with my best friend. We FaceTime each other, but that's just what we kind of do. We do it all the time. It's just our little fun thing to do together. We both really love skincare, so yeah, it's our thing. The prompt for today is 3 things you're grateful for before bed, and I actually list them here. And my first thing was growth. I'm thankful for growth. To grow in who you are as a person, to become a better person. And then 2, people. They all teach us some kind of lesson. Whether they're good people in our lives or they're people that aren't good in our lives, they all teach us a lesson about ourselves or about others. Like with my grandpa, he taught me a lot of things, but in the end, he taught me that you never have enough time with people, and don't be scared to do things with people and to have those incredible memories with them, because there's going to be a day where you're going to wish that you had so much more and you can't get it back. You can't get a wish that you did. And then the third thing is I'm thankful for experiences. Experiences are the small moments in life that make up a wonderful, happy life. It's not the big moments that come every 5 years. It is definitely the small moments. And I recently read a book that really taught me this, and one of my favorite things that it said in the book was to watch the sunset and to remember the little things in life, like watching the stars and the sunset and the clouds, and to just notice the little things, the little happy moments that are in a day. Because even if your day is completely awful and you just watch the sunset and that's one good part of your day, if you have one good part of your day every single day of your life, then you can look back on those one little parts and it makes your life a whole lot better as if you didn't. So those are the 3 things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the growth that I've had over the summer, the people that help me grow and teach me things, and then the experiences that I have with people and places and the moments that make my life mine and special and unique to me. So yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. So today's prompt is to do a workout that you enjoy, and I went and ran the trails, and I ran 5 miles today. So I would say that's a workout, and it's definitely something that I absolutely love. I love running. It was so fun. I did take frequent breaks because it was hot. Like I took 4 breaks for the first half and then 4 breaks for the second half, and I drank water in those breaks. They were not more than, I think, 5 minutes each. So definitely important to drink water if you're gonna go out and do something in the sun, or if you're inside, water is so important. Stay hydrated. But anyways, that is what I did today. I went for a 5-mile run for my workout that I enjoy. Do something spontaneous, which is something I struggle with, but I got my hair dyed and cut as well. So today's prompt was to stay away from screens or no screen time, and I could not do that. It was something that was completely impossible, really, because I use my phone for Bible. I do Bible studies every morning on my phone, and I use it to read the Bible because it's just so much easier for me to read that way. I use it to track my running, and my coaches have to have that, and it must be tracked. I also use it to edit videos, and I run all my social media platforms on there, such as YouTube and Pinterest as well. And I think that there's nothing wrong with spending time on your phone, just not making it your life. I also think that you should stay positive on the internet and focus on positive things, and I also think you should get outside and be productive in a day too. Don't let your screen become your life. Guys, today is the last day of the challenge, and today's challenge basically, or prompt, is look back at all you have achieved in these 30 days and how you've changed. And if I think back to the very first day, I was feeling really kind of cruddy because I was just really sad. I still am sad, but I'm a lot happier now because losing someone in your family or in your friend group is never easy. And to lose someone in my family and then also have to go through a breakup, that was really hard. Boy, was that hard. And I think the only way that I really got through it was running. And running has been a big part of my passion lately. Running has just helped me so much. And I hope that each and every one of you finds a passion like that, where you can just turn to it and it makes your whole day better. And for me, running with God is the most amazing thing ever. And I think that God truly did give me that passion of running, and He gave it to me right when I needed it, right when it was able to teach me. I know it's hard, and I know there's a lot of pain, and I know this sucks, man, it sucks, but there is a finish line, and you're going to feel so much better when you get through it, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I know this is so hard, but girl, you're made of endurance, and you've got this, and you're going to finish, and you're going to finish strong, and, you know, just that, it was amazing. And I did track last year, but I was not near as into it as I am this year. This year I worked my butt off. I mean hard, so that I could get second in that race today, that cross country meet. And I am so proud of myself. I am beyond proud of myself. And it was an easy meet. It was a short. It was only a mile, and there weren't a ton of people there. But it was still a huge accomplishment for me, and I am so grateful, so grateful that God just gave me that passion and that endurance and that strength and the bravery to get up and do it, because it's something that I needed to do to find confidence in myself, to find a passion in myself, to find something that would help me get over this hump of hurt and pain of losing a family member that you absolutely love and is your hero. And I know that if I could tell them what I just accomplished, they would be so proud of me. I just know that. So this is a lengthy one, but just want to tell you that doing a self-care challenge and finding what you love and taking care of yourself is so important, especially nowadays where our whole lifestyle is so fast-paced. We do everything and we are trying to speed through it, and it's just here, there, everywhere. It's so fast-paced, and just slowing down and taking time for yourself and loving yourself and, you know, caring about you and loving yourself is so important, because I think we forget to do that a lot of the time. And then when we get sad or depressed, we're not only sad or depressed, but then we're beating ourselves up because we're sad or depressed, or why am I like this, and why can't I get so much done? And we forget that sometimes the best thing to do is just rest and take time for yourself. And that no matter what you do or what you go through, everything builds character, whether it's an injury or a setback or a victory. It is building who you are, and there are two sides of life. There is a good and there is a bad. And you can either choose to look at the positive or you can choose to look at the negative. But if you choose to look at the positive, you are going to see everything in your life that you would have missed out on. And there is so much there that we miss out of because we're so focused on things that are going wrong instead of all the things that are going right. And I think a beautiful thing is just to slow down and see what the world is around us and the beautiful things in it. And I know there's a lot of hurt and there's a lot of pain, but there are some beautiful, beautiful things that I see. Like the sunrise, oh my gosh. And clouds, there are some beautiful, beautiful clouds just running cross country, wow. And nature, it never ceases to surprise me. There are some amazing things in the world just waiting for you to see and experience, and there are good times out there, and there are moments full of joy and laughter and happiness. And sometimes they're just right around the corner, and you're right there, and you'd never know it if you just stopped. So, I think the way to end this is to say that life is a race, and it's crazy fast sometimes. But if you just slow down in where you're at to focus on the other things around you, you forget about the pain in your own body, and you see all the beautiful things around you, and it pushes you to finish strong. And there are amazing things waiting for you just around the bend, I know. And I pray that you have a very, very blessed day, and I thank you so much for watching my video, and bye!